Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and what I hope is the first video of my Plan With Me for 2024 series. I'm not gonna lie, I have tried to film this 3 times now, and because it's not really vlog style like the other videos I've been posting, it's been a little difficult to sit down and gather my thoughts and portray them in a way that makes sense, because at least with vlogs I can go off on tangents, but with this video it is so hard to not go off on a tangent. So I will try my best. I mean, that's all we can ask for around here, is to everyone just try their best. So that said, I am very excited to share my Plan With Me for 2024 series with you folks, because this is something that I have wanted to do for many years, even before I officially started doing YouTube videos. I am a planner girl through and through. I've been using planners since I was in elementary school. The act of writing something down helps me to remember it more. And I've had my fair share of trial and errors with digital planning. This year I'm taking a different type of approach. I am trying to do a blended paper / digital planning approach, and I totally got this idea from Jenna Hong. As you know, she is a huge inspiration in my YouTube life, and I really have to thank her for sharing her own Plan With Me series. She is a wonderful resource when it comes to keeping things realistic. I hope that in doing this series, it really helps me to take a step back, right, and show you my real life to a certain extent. I mean, obviously I want to keep some things private, so those things I won't be showing you, but how I manage everything, and especially with learning how to manage things in this new blended approach, should be interesting. We're learning as we go here. So that said, let's get into the different types of tools and resources that I'm using this year. So I want to talk about a couple of the paper things that I'll be using this year. First things first, the planner. Obviously, as I mentioned, Jenna is a huge inspiration to me in this part of my life, actually in all parts of my life, to be honest. So, she talks about using the Rach Doodle planner all the time, and the thing that caught my attention the most was the coloring aspect. I decided that the Rach Doodle planner will be a good option for me this year, not only because it has that bullet journal type of look and feel, but also because it has pages in here that help you to keep track of your habits, your mood. Those are all things that I love to personally keep track of. And so yeah, I thought this would be a nice planner to try this year. Let me show you one of the pages. So this is essentially what the planner looks like for January. Now, I don't use these pages because I use Google Calendar, which I will jump into later in this video. But yeah, you can color the whole thing. I mean, I guess you could color your other planners, but this one kind of encourages coloring, you know what I mean? And we all love a good adult coloring book, don't we? Yes. And here are some of the pages for your habit tracking and your mood tracking. I really enjoy this page because if you watch my mental health diaries video, you know that I cycle sync. And so the mood tracker is a great high level place to see my mood basically for the month, and kind of track where I am feeling sad or feeling angry, two emotions that I feel the most when I'm hormonal. So yeah, I like being able to see my mood in this type of way. I think it's so cool, and just it's fun to color at the end of the day and really relaxing. I haven't quite figured out the cadence for how often I want to update this. I'm thinking more of a daily approach, but because I haven't been like paper planning for a while, it's hard to build that habit right now, especially since it's only the second week of the year and this is a fresh planner. It's really hard to build that habit. So I'm hoping that by the end of January, I'll be better at checking the planner and checking things off for my personal to-do list. This one I colored last night. I was so excited and very inspired by A Court of Mist and Fury. The next thing that I want to talk about is this journal. Yes, another influenced product from Jenna. This is a collaboration between Jenna and Type Hayley. As you know, if you watch Jenna's videos, she loves Type Hayley and is always talking about Type Hayley's weekly planner pad, which I also bought. Because Jenna's inspired me so much over the last 6 months, I thought this was the perfect way to support her and her career online. So yeah, I'm really excited to have gotten this. Those are some of the paper products that I am using to plan and manage my life this year. Let's jump into the digital side. So the digital tools that I'm using to organize my long-term plans and social calendar is Notion and Google Calendar. I feel like everyone and their mother is using Notion right now, and you can add me to the mix. I actually discovered Notion through Jules Acree. I have been a long-time follower of Jules. I love supporting her work. I love purchasing her Notion packs. She has amazing Notion packs, guys, and actually one of the Notion packs that I am using to organize my long-term goals is her Design Your Year Notion pack. I've been using this pack for 1 year. This is my second year using it, and actually last year it was a little interesting jumping from like paper planning to all digital planning and trying to figure out how to use Notion with that. And there were a lot of mistakes made, and ultimately, to be very transparent, I gave up on using her pack at like the middle of last year. I was just so over it. I was like, I can't figure this out. After watching Jenna's Plan With Me videos last year, I realized that maybe I should look at Notion as a long-term goal tracking type of tool versus a weekly/daily tracking tool. I wasn't great at keeping track of any of my weekly or daily tasks in Notion because it is just not something that I check every single day. I much rather do that through my paper planner. So yeah, I think I found a happy medium on how to approach this year, and fingers crossed that I can keep up with it. Anyway, let's jump into my Life Hub here. My Life Hub is inspired by Jenna's free template that she shared last year, and I'll link that down below too. It is very bare bones right now, but I do have a couple of ideas on how I want to upgrade it and organize it better. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that might change in every video each month. This is kind of big picture view of my word of the year, some inspiration, and then my high level quarterly goals. So up at the top, I have my word for 2024, which is resilience. And I just have like a little definition and a little note to myself. To the right, I have some inspiration from @kindnessandcoffee on Instagram. I love their stuff because it's orange and pink, and those are my two favorite colors. And so it just says small steps every day. Highly recommend you check them out. I will leave their Instagram handle in the description below. And then below my 2024 word of the year and my inspiration, I just have like a high level view of my 2024 goals. I've organized it by quarter. I did assign topics to each quarter's focus. So my Q1 focus is health and fitness. Q2 is personal, Q3 career, and Q4 is kind of like the catch-all remaining goals, anything new that I added throughout the year, because let's be real, our goals are living documents, right? They're not gonna stay the same throughout the entire year. Things are gonna change based on how the year goes, and we will take things off and put things on as we see fit. So yeah, I like that Q4 is a catch-all remaining goals type of bucket. And I also have goals in there that just have like a Q4 deadline. Let's jump into my 2024 goals. This page comes directly from Jules' Design Your Year Notion Pack. This is the yearly planning and goals page. It is just a longer form of my high-level quarterly goals. It has a breakdown of almost every single goal. You can list the goal here and then open up an additional page, and it just has like the status, when you want to work on this goal, the type of goal it is. And then my favorite part is the supporting action section. This section just helps you to list down all of the important actions that you need to take to support you reaching this goal. So yeah, this is the 2024 goals page. I'll go through the list of my goals real quick because I know you guys are nearly about it. So my goals this year are to cook more, eat out less, increase my steps, walk for at least 15 to 20 minutes daily. To be honest, already failing at that. Prioritize morning and nighttime routines for mental health. Start journaling again. Continue prioritizing movement to support my mental health and physical health. Finish crocheting my blanket. Utilize LinkedIn Learning to improve industry-related skills. Go on date nights with Angel. Make social plans with friends. Finish reading the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Publish videos to YouTube consistently. Practice mindfulness at work, especially during quarters 3 and 4. Those are my busy seasons and when I am stressed out the most. So I really want to focus on this goal in particular during Q3 and Q4. Increase blog page views. Learn to cook at least one dish from all of my ethnicities. If you didn't know, I am 5 different ethnicities: Hawaiian, Filipino, Japanese, Portuguese, and Russian. So I would love to learn how to cook one dish from each. I mean, I do know some dishes, but I would like to expand my recipe knowledge base and add more cultural dishes to it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that one. Reach 100 YouTube subscribers, reach 100 Disney email subscribers, read at least 25 books this year, take at least 1 week of PTO at the end of the year, possibly plan another Disney cruise with Angel, but I don't think we are gonna do that this year. We might have another type of Disney adventure planned. And then bake more in 2024. And then I just added this one like this week: upgrade my desk space and office corner, because as you know, I shoot videos from this space quite often and I am just outgrowing it. I've been working from home for 4 years at this desk setup, and I just feel like it's time for an upgrade because my body is not made to be sitting all day. Like, we need standing desk option, we need walking desk option. Like, I really want to invest in my desk space / office corner. So those are my 2024 goals of the year. Now we're gonna jump into Google Calendar so I can show you how I organize my life. This is my Google Calendar. I am not gonna show you my work meetings or my tasks because those are personal for me and I don't want to be showing that on the internet. But I will show you my time blocking system. I am so proud of this and I've been using it for like a year and a half and I really love it a lot. My time blocking system is actually inspired by Jules, and I will leave the video and the blog post link to those resources for you because they are great. She does a great job at explaining how she uses time blocking and why, and it has seriously made a huge difference in my life and really helped me to prioritize my time. Prior to practicing time blocking, I was kind of just all over the place with no purpose. I was doing tasks whenever I could, and then people were like scheduling meetings with me like throughout the day, and I had no control over my schedule. And I feel like time blocking, especially for me as someone who works a corporate job, is essential to my work-life balance. My corporate job is very task heavy, and so I need to block out time where I can work for like 2 to 3 hours at a time. Let me just walk you through like a day in my life basically. So early in the morning, I have a time block to drop off my husband at work because we are a single car family. That is us. And then I have a time block for my workout time and my get ready time. I typically start work at 8:30 in the morning, so I have a work block for that, like a 1-hour work block for that. And then 9:30 to 12 is my meeting block. This is the time where people can schedule meetings with me. If someone wants to schedule a meeting with me in the afternoon because that time works best for them, I am always flexible, but they will need to ask me first. And I feel like everyone should operate on that type of mentality. Like, obviously, you should always ask if someone is available before you schedule a meeting with them, but I digress. Then I have my lunch break. Lunch is essential to my mental health, and I have made it a point over the last 7 years to take a lunch break. And what that means is literally shutting my computer down, stepping away from my desk, and taking a lunch break to re-energize, regenerate for the afternoon. After lunch, I have my afternoon work block. This is where I get the majority of my work done for the day, especially if I wasn't able to complete it in my morning work block. Then between 4:30 and 5 o'clock, I log off of work. And then at 5:30 to 7, I have my blog and YouTube work block. This is the time where I spend time editing blog posts, editing videos, publishing things, scheduling things, all that fun stuff for my blog and YouTube work. Then at 7 o'clock, I start my evening routine, which is very important for my mental health. I have really strict digital boundaries. I typically don't look at my phone first thing in the morning. I try to wait at least until 7 a.m. to start checking emails and start checking social media, because if I check emails and social media first thing in the morning, I start making a mental to-do list and I start spiraling so hard. So yeah, digital boundaries are really important for me. In the evening, how I practice those digital boundaries is I try to shut down, get screen time all shut down by 7 p.m. That means not looking at emails, not looking at social media from 7 p.m. until I go to bed. Now, I can still watch TV because that helps me to relax after work, or I can play Animal Crossing on my Nintendo Switch or play any types of games on my Nintendo Switch, but for the most part, the digital boundary is no phones, no iPads, no computers, just so my brain knows that it is time to shut down. You know what I mean? This month I'm trying to go to bed earlier, but I have failed miserably at that. I've been going to sleep at midnight, which is typically unlike me. I'm usually like in bed by 9 o'clock and sleeping at like 9:45, but yeah, I've been going to sleep at midnight because I've been reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, and it is just ruining my life in the best way possible, guys. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah, I have to be better at practicing bedtime, which is clearly listed here as 10 p.m. But like I said, not working out great for me right now. That is how I plan on planning and managing my year this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, I'm very new at this type of sit-down video, and I am working on it, guys. I really want this series to feel like I'm just a girlfriend planning with you. Imagine me sitting with you at like a cafe or something and we're planning, because as much as I wanted this video series to appear perfect, like my original vision for this video was like my Christmas tree in the background, and this video would be up by December 29th so everyone can view it. None of that has come true. So I feel like the video format and the video feels needs to be like we're girlfriends hanging out, planning our months. And I hope it appears that way, because every time I try to envision it in like this perfect sense, it just never comes out, and this feels a lot more natural for me and hopefully for you. If you like this type of video, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you know when the next Plan With Me video goes live, and then also like and comment on this video because that really helps my channel and this video to see the light of day. That said, I have nothing else to share with you folks. So until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.